Boeing made over $60 billion in profit while building a plane that should never have flown. 2 crashes, 346 people dead. Executives knew they hit it, and they walked away richer. This is how a boardroom decision became mass murder. Approved, documented, and buried under quarterly earnings. October 29, 2018. Lion Air Flight 610 departs Jakarta with 189 people on board. Minutes after takeoff, a small sensor on the nose fails. It sends false data to new software called MCAS, which believes the plane is stalling. To save itself, the system forces the nose down. The pilots pull back. MCAS overrides. They pull again. It pushes harder. More than 20 times in 11 minutes, the system fights them. The cockpit fills with alarms. The crew has no idea what's happening. At 450 miles per hour, the plane slams into the Java Sea. No survivors. They never stood a chance because they didn't even know MCAS existed. It wasn't in the manual. It wasn't in training. It didn't exist until it killed them. Boeing blamed pilot error. CEO Dennis Muilenburg called it unfortunate. His 2018 bonus, $13 million. Airbus had launched a cheaper, more fuel-efficient jet, the A320neo. Within months, airlines ordered more than 1,000 of them. Boeing panicked. They faced 2 choices: spend a decade and $15 billion building a new aircraft, or re-engineer the 50-year-old 737 for under $2 billion. They chose the shortcut. The new engines didn't fit the old frame, so Boeing mounted them higher and farther forward. That shift changed the plane's balance. The nose pitched up dangerously during takeoff, risking a stall. Instead of redesigning the plane, Boeing wrote code to hide the problem. MCAS, a system that automatically forced the nose down when it thought the climb was too steep. It relied on a single sensor. If that sensor failed, MCAS would activate on its own, even when nothing was wrong. Engineers warned about it. They put it in writing. One later admitted, "I still haven't been forgiven by God for the cover-up I did last year." Another called the plane designed by clowns, supervised by monkeys. Management ignored them. Speed mattered more than safety. March 10, 2019. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 takes off from Addis Ababa. Same malfunction, same software, same result. 6 minutes after takeoff, the jet hits the ground. 157 more dead. Total, 346 lives. The fix hadn't worked. Internal messages exposed everything. Employees mocked regulators and bragged about deceiving the FAA. The agency had allowed Boeing to self-certify its own safety systems. The watchdog had handed the leash to the dog. When Muilenburg finally faced Congress, he offered scripted remorse. He apologized for mistakes, but accepted no blame. Months later, he was removed. His exit package, $62 million. No charges, no trial, just 62 million reasons to do it again. Boeing's stock rebounded by more than 50% within a year. The company paid $2.5 billion in settlements, less than 1 month of revenue. Then Boeing received $17 billion in government support. Taxpayers rebuilt the company that had put profit before life. Executives kept their bonuses. Shareholders celebrated the recovery. The market didn't punish greed. It rewarded it. Inside the factories, whistleblowers described the same shortcuts, the same pressure, the same chaos. Accountability wasn't grounded. It was cleared for takeoff. Boeing's executives walked free. 346 people never came home. This wasn't a malfunction. It was a choice, made in a boardroom and paid for in lives. When corporations treat safety as an obstacle, disaster isn't a mistake. It's a business model. Power doesn't hide in darkness. It hides in plain sight. Subscribe for more stories about the boardrooms that shape and sometimes destroy our world.